Chapter 17: Tackling Depression. A clinical and personal examination of depression. Depression is a pervasive and multifaceted mental health disorder that affects millions worldwide. Despite growing awareness, it remains widely misunderstood and stigmatized. Depression does not discriminate. It transcends age, gender, socioeconomic status, and cultural backgrounds. It presents itself in various ways. Some may withdraw into solitude and despair, while others mask it behind a smile, maintaining outward functionality despite their internal struggles. The truth is that depression is not just sadness or a fleeting emotional dip. It is a clinically recognized disorder that affects cognitive, emotional, and physiological well-being. It alters brain chemistry, impairs daily functioning, and can lead to devastating consequences if left untreated. Many who struggle with depression do so in silence, fearing judgment or believing that their pain is not valid enough to warrant help. Society often reinforces this by dismissing depression as a weakness, when in reality it is as serious as any physical illness. Understanding depression requires acknowledging its complexity, its biological, psychological, and social roots. By doing so, we can foster a more informed and compassionate approach to identifying, addressing, and supporting those affected. The gradual onset and personal experience. For many, depression does not arrive in a dramatic fashion, but rather creeps in gradually, eroding one's motivation and sense of self. This was my experience. At 22, I had a clear vision of my future. I was preparing to start an MBA, deeply invested in a relationship I believed was lifelong, and optimistic about what lay ahead. However, when I moved abroad, I faced unexpected challenges: cultural displacement, financial struggles, and a growing sense of isolation. I had always believed that hard work and perseverance would secure my success. But the harsh reality of limited opportunities, exacerbated by immigration policies restricting my ability to work, shattered my confidence. As uncertainty loomed over my future, depression took hold. The breaking point came when my relationship ended. The one person I leaned on for emotional stability walked away, and with her went the last sense of control I had. Depression did not crash down suddenly. Rather, it seeped into my life, draining my motivation and numbing my emotions. I skipped classes, abandoned personal goals, and found no joy in anything that once defined me. Desperate to escape the relentless weight of despair, I turned to distractions, alcohol, socializing, anything that might numb the pain. But avoidance is not a cure, and depression does not simply disappear with distractions. It waits in the quiet moments, intensifying when least expected. Looking back, I now recognize how insidious depression is. It isolates you, making you believe you are alone in your suffering. But the reality is that countless people, public figures, loved ones, and even those who seem perfectly fine, carry the same burden. Real stories. Depression beyond the headlines. Robin Williams, the hidden pain of laughter. Robin Williams was adored for his humor, energy, and warmth. He brought joy to millions, yet behind his comedic genius was a lifetime of battling depression. His 2014 death shocked the world and forced a deeper conversation about hidden mental health struggles. Despite his success, wealth, and admiration, Williams suffered silently, a painful reminder that external achievements do not shield one from internal torment. New York Times, 2014, Robin Williams' Final Days. His story illustrates how depression can exist beneath the surface, unnoticed by those around us. Simone Biles, choosing mental health over expectations. In 2021, Olympic gymnast Simone Biles made the bold decision to withdraw from major events at the Tokyo Olympics, citing mental health struggles. Many were stunned. Biles was an icon of resilience and excellence, yet she chose well-being over performance. In an interview with Time magazine, she explained, "I have to focus on my mental health because if you don't, then you're not going to enjoy your sport and you're not going to succeed as much as you want to." Biles' transparency helped normalize discussions about mental health in sports and beyond. Time Magazine, 2021. Simone Biles, My Twisties and Mental Health. Dwayne Johnson, Men and Depression. The stigma surrounding men and mental health often discourages open discussions. Dwayne, The Rock Johnson shattered this barrier by sharing his own experiences with depression. After his football career ended prematurely and he witnessed his mother's suicide attempt, he fell into a deep depression. At the time, he did not have the words to describe what he was going through, but today he encourages men to seek help, stating, "You're not alone, and you're not weak for asking for help." The Express, 2018. Dwayne Johnson opens up about depression. These stories reinforce that depression does not discriminate. It affects people at every level of society, from athletes and entertainers to students and professionals. Recognizing depression. Symptoms and manifestations. Depression is often misunderstood. It does not always present as overwhelming sadness. Some individuals appear high-functioning, excelling at work or socializing while internally struggling. This is known as smiling depression. Recognizing the signs is crucial. Emotional symptoms, persistent sadness, numbness, or feelings of hopelessness. Behavioral changes. Withdrawing from friends, neglecting responsibilities, or engaging in self-destructive behaviors. Cognitive impairments, difficulty concentrating, memory problems, and indecisiveness. Physical symptoms, fatigue, sleep disturbances, headaches, or unexplained pain. Increased irritability. Depression is not always quiet. Some experience heightened frustration and mood swings. If these symptoms persist for more than 2 weeks and significantly impact daily life, professional intervention is necessary. How to support someone with depression. Supporting someone with depression requires more than offering encouraging words. Here's how you can genuinely help. Listen actively. Let them speak without interruption or judgment. Encourage professional help. Offer to help find a therapist or accompany them to an appointment. Check in regularly. Depression makes people withdraw. A simple text can make a difference. Avoid toxic positivity. Saying "just think positive" is dismissive. Instead, validate their feelings. Be patient. Recovery takes time, and progress is often non-linear. Expanding mental health resources. A significant barrier to treatment is accessibility. Therapy, medication, and mental health support remain out of reach for many due to financial or systemic obstacles. Advocacy for policy changes, employer-supported mental health initiatives, and improved access to resources is crucial. For immediate assistance, National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, USA. Call 988 or visit suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Samaritans, UK. Call 116-123 or visit www.samaritans.org. Crisis Text Line. Text HOME to 741741. Available in the US, UK, and Canada. Mind, UK mental health charity. www.mind.org.uk. World Health Organization. WHO. Mental health resources. www.who.int. Final thoughts. A message of hope. Seeking help is not a weakness, it is a sign of strength. Depression does not define you, and healing is possible. If you or someone you know is struggling, know that support is available and recovery is within reach. Progress may be slow and setbacks will happen, but healing is always possible. Reflection. Prompts. How can you challenge misconceptions about depression within your community? What practical steps can you take to improve your mental health today? How can you provide support to someone experiencing depression in a meaningful way? Depression can feel isolating, but you are never truly alone. No matter how heavy the darkness feels, morning always comes.